possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Complete to start this drive. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of hard meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first down? They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Davidson. Breaks into the open. At the 30. Inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. With the catch, it's Lofton, and he's wrestled to the ground.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Got his man on the right. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're working that left side. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. And you see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Quick strike complete. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. To the air. It's Dampier. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Hurricane. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Finding an escape route. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Davidson. Plows through the defense. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
drive, the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Dampier. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be changing the route. Motion from the wideout. Gonna sling it on second down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. You always hear, put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. And that, my friend, was a stab. That was incredible.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Just keeps slinging it. Throws for the tight end. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The Canes will punt it away on fourth down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Take advantage of that extra blocker. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Turns it on in midfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give to the left. Finding open areas. There he goes. The tap. Touchdown, Clemson. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. DB's right up on the receivers. Got a little space. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He is run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
the coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
On the ride. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
And that's what the defense is supposed to do. Stretch the ball out, making sure they then go north and south, push it towards the sidelines, push it towards the sidelines. Eventually the ball carrier ran out of space, had to run out of bounds.
Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Dropping back, it's Dampier. On target. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cade. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he can be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Galladay. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Davidson. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here comes the punt team. Slips through the line. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Quick completion on the out. Still on his feet at the 45. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
And I've seen some crazy things with wide receivers. Like, they want the football. They call for it just like he does here. He wants the football, but, man, you've got to make plays. And if you're going to be loud and you're going to be that guy, when the ball comes your way, you got to make plays on it, and he doesn't do it there.
They'll move the tight end. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Dampier. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Turning it on. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. So they They come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Davidson. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the returner will be knocked down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Takes it the other way. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. The defense takes matters into its own hands. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Lyle. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already been picked off multiple times, and that time, that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll give it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Ready to fire from the pistol. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Complete to the tight end. Picks up 9. Good enough for first down.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. On the move, it's Davidson. Breaks into the open. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football. Good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football. Finishing the run, he gets knocked out of bounds. But how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
But listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So they couldn't get in on 3rd down. A field goal seems to be a lock here. How much gambling do you think they do here, David?
And Reese, back in the day, I think this is a field goal, and you don't even ask questions. You tie the football game, but so many more coaches are aggressive nowadays. I kick the field goal, I tie the football game, and I try to win it later on.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Man, you feel for the kicker. He had a chance to tie this game in the 4th quarter. Didn't hit it as well as he would have liked, and he knocks it off the post.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Motion from the wide receiver. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
Let's go.
The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense...
There he goes! Oh, sweet feet! They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more at the board, but that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 4 over South Carolina. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
I think at this time you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step.
Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it all right. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why.
Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback,